If you are the first actor, artist, creative, entrepreneur in your family line, your work is twice as hard and the rewards are infinitely more robust. So many people come to me, so many artists come to me saying, I'm the first in my family line. No one accepts what I do. No one respects what I do. Everyone's afraid of what I do because, you're breaking the mold. But that inner programming, that the wiring and firing of years, decades, lifetimes of this conditioning that you have to be an employee, you have to follow what has been set out before you, you have to do what your parents did, you have to make the same kind of money your parents did, you have to take the same kind of steps society ingrains inside of you. And by the way, the Matrix is really just looking for employees, not creative visionaries like you are. That you have known since always, that your soul came here to bust through, burst through, break through, and explode into limitless levels and potentials of quantum creation, quantum healing, quantum manifestation, to elevate beyond any past restriction or contraction or doubt or fear or limitation and blossom into the true soul elevation since you have craved since the beginning of time. And this is your moment to do it, creative rebel. And this challenge, this access, this moment where you get to choose, no, I'm gonna embrace this pain, I'm gonna embrace this discomfort, I'm gonna move through the density and darkness and back into and alchemize it into my divinity and light, is your greatest power. But it's beyond just, the challenges are beyond just not being a Nepo baby or not having industry connections. Maybe you didn't go to school in the States like I did. Maybe you have no connections to Hollywood or your industry or whatever. It's beyond even not having generational wealth. So I've spoken a lot about this in my journey. I've juggled multiple side jobs, multiple things, multiple ways of expanding and creating opportunities for sustenance to flow to support my visions and dreams, and being relentless in that pursuit, but also doing it in a way that's not exploitative and extracting and transactional, but that feeds me as well. And I talk about this all the time, but I never intended to do this work. I never intended to be a practitioner of emotional freedom techniques. I never intended to help other artists heal their old wounds and shadows and darkness and transmute it into light and power and infinite potentiality. It's just part of our soul assignments as leaders of the new artistic paradigm. If you haven't watched that video, I encourage you to do so now. If you have not yet watched the first episode of my Hot Artist Summer Project, One Dope Actress, our new web series in this space, do so after this video. I'm gonna link it all below because it's all, there's so much magic unfolding. It's beyond just the things you're witnessing in the physical world and the physical dimension of like, this is a challenge, this is an obstacle, but it all gets whittled down, diluted down into consciousness. It's all consciousness. So a lot of the times when actors, artists, creatives, entrepreneurs come to me saying, I have awareness that there's a challenge here. I have awareness of this limitation. I have awareness of this competing belief system. I have awareness of past pain I'm unable to let go of. And the beauty of tapping is that it's psychosomatic. All parts of self come in for healing all at once. We're rewiring the mind, body, and nervous system to a healthier perspective. And that's what creates our identity. And we attract our experience of perceived reality through that identity. So what identity are you choosing for yourself today? What are you choosing to live into? What are the belief systems? What are the emotional patterns? What are the thought forms? What are the energetic imprints and blueprints you want to inhabit? We have to unfire and unwire old conditionings and addictions to lack, to scarcity, to not enoughness, to doubt, to all these things, and rewire and refire our brain, mind, body, and nervous system to certainty, to overflow, to wholeness, to abundance. And yes, this is a daily process, and tapping has the power to quantum leap your journey. There's ways to work with me below. Check those out because the time is now. The time is now. This is a seminal moment. This is a seminal moment, and it's always a seminal moment because we're always in the generous present moment, and that is where you are able to access all miracles, all new versions of you, elevate destinies, claim new timelines, and embody your desired chosen timeline right here, right now, today. And I had something come in my phone, so I'm just moving that. that I guess that was like a significant moment for someone, because I had a little distraction. It wasn't a distraction, it was my husband calling, so that's a sign for someone. Let it be a sign. But what I wanted to share in the essence of this message is that it goes beyond just the external obstacles you're witnessing. Yes, maybe it appears to be financial struggles, or you really doubt yourself. You struggle with insecurity. Am I good enough? Am I worthy? Is this possible for me? What if it doesn't work out? All of these things, the doubt, the lack, the fear, all of it. But ultimately, these are states of your nervous system. And it goes beyond, and it's states of what your soul came here to heal in this lifetime. These are actually the greatest activators, the greatest portals of growth and healing for you, because these unique situations, these unique obstacles, these unique relationships or career desires, they're meant to be revealed for you. In fact, they've already been revealed for you, or else you wouldn't want them. The Creator's already revealed that light, which causes you to want it. The cause always comes before the effect. So when we're not looking at how our nervous system has been raised, the mental patterns, the emotional habits, the internal programming, the tikkun, the soul correction that Kabbalah, that sages of Kabbalistic wisdom speak about, that we're here to transform in this lifetime and become the co-creators of our realities. If we're not taking that into account, then we're just going to be messing around in the physical dimension and exerting a lot of time, money, and energy trying to make something happen without fully understanding our true creator power, which is in the quantum, which is in the language of our nervous system, which is in our neural networks, which is in our spiritual baggage, and also our spiritual gifts, healing ancestral pain, elevating, healing, transforming the hurt of your inner child, connecting with your higher self, your higher visions. And when I speak about, people born into Hollywood, what some say Nepo babies, or people who have grown up with generational wealth, or people who have those connections, it's not just that they have all these things in the physical world, it's that the inner programming of, yeah, I always get what I want. Yeah, of course I'm an actress. My parents are actors. Like, it's just the most obvious thing in the world. Yeah, I always have more than enough money. Like, I get to do whatever I want when I want. Those are conditions. Those are states of the nervous system. Those are belief systems that you don't even have to think about, because you just accept them as truth. But a lot of actors and artists, and of course we're inundated with ideas and programming and suppression of just like, acting is hard, being an artist is hard, you're gonna struggle for your whole life, there's merit in the struggle, you have to struggle to earn it. I'm talking about the 3D version of earning versus spiritually earning, which is very different Kabbalistically. So I want you to just bring some awareness and tenderness and suppleness and love to the parts of you that don't feel enough, don't feel worthy, are in doubt, are in fear. You're the first soul renegade, soul pioneer, soul trailblazer in your family line, not choosing this artist path, but showing up for that full assignment, because it wouldn't be inside of you if you weren't here to create, manifest, receive that. And the quickest, most sustainable, rapid, multidimensional way to do this is through tapping. So I invite you this weekend, or anytime you're viewing this video, because it's always the perfect moment, to do some of the taps on my channel. If you want more personalized, high-touch support, there's ways to do that with me too, to quantum accelerate your journey. But it's giving ourselves that awareness, that compassion, that mercy, that forgiveness, that yeah, your path is probably harder than most. If you weren't born into a wealthy family, if you're an immigrant, if English isn't your first language, if you have different abilities, different ways of seeing, interpreting, looking, and expressing at the world, mind you, these are all your superpowers. These are all your dormant superpowers. Maybe they're not dormant. Maybe you're like, I'm ready to go. Let's freaking go. But I just want to honor where you've been, all that it's taken to get you to this point. Honoring it, accepting it, loving it, and holding space for that limitless potentiality to explode into your new iteration, to quantum leap into your highest chosen timeline. And that you have the capacity, no matter what you've been through, no matter what has happened, no matter if you're in the darkest moment of the darkest day, of the darkest night of the soul, this is actually your greatest gift. You're more powerful than you can ever imagine. And the pain is a portal to hold more light. And with tapping and quantum healing literally at your fingertips, you have the capacity to do this today. So choose to rewire and refire new belief systems. Choose to rewire and refire new states of your nervous system. Choose to rewire and refire new emotional patterns, and know that through the quantum power of tapping, of just choosing, of just reclaiming your power in this generous present moment, saying, I can freaking do this. I can freaking do this. I want to get myself closer to the people who are already living my dreams. What do they believe? What do they expect? What do they feel? How do they feel with receiving? How do they feel with being seen? How do they feel with being on the biggest stages and the biggest screens? Because it's normal to them. It's as normal as going to your local coffee shop and buying a coffee. It's as normal as you're currently doubting yourself, someone else is currently believing in themselves. So give yourself some compassion, give yourself a radical hug, and choose a new way today, because you deserve it. And as a supersonic leader of the new artistic paradigm, I'm so happy you're here. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if it resonates. If you're ready to choose a new way, if you're ready to rewire, reprogram, recondition yourself to the life and career, relationships, finances, connection to self, travel, exploration, peace of mind, infinite possibilities, clarity that you know is yours by birthright, drop below what you're committed to shifting, accepting, loving, alchemizing today. And be sure to check out the first episode of One Dope Actress. This is my Hot Artist Summer project. Shout out to all the radical creative rebels who showed up for their Hot Artist Summer project. It is the beginning of an evolution, of a revolution, of a renaissance in this space. And I'd love to hear your reflections from it, because when we break through a certain level of consciousness, when we activate those hidden dormant codes, we are liberating them for the collective at large. That is how powerful you are. I'm so grateful you're here, Creative Rebel, and I'll see you in the next video, superstar. Mwah!